welcome to our podcast. I'm Fajar Ramadhani, and today I'm joined by my friend Shakira Cahyani. In this episode, we're going to talk about two things that are already deeply woven into our everyday lives: artificial intelligence and the internet. Let's get right into it.
Hi everyone, thanks for having me. I'm really excited to talk about this topic because I think AI and the internet are two things that have completely changed the way we learn and live as students.
Okay, before we get into the serious stuff, let me start with something like imagine tomorrow mornings, every AI in the world suddenly stop working. Do you think that would cause panic?
Honestly, yes, I've gotten so used to using AI to help me think through things from brain or me ideas to understanding difficult course material.
Mm, Same here. So speaking of AI, why do you think it's grown so fast in recent years?
I think there are their main reason. First, computer technology has become way more second. There just so much more data available online now, so AI has a lot to learn from, and that people simply need something that can work faster and more efficiently.
So AI isn't really a new technology, is it?
Exactly. That's actually a common misconception. The concept of AI has been around for decades. It's just that the supporting technology has finally matured enough for everyone to use.
Can you explain it in simple terms? What exactly is AI?
Basically, AI is technology that allows computer to mimic some human abilities like learning from experience, recognizing partners and helping make decision. But it's important to remember AI does actually think like a human. It's just follow algorithms and the data is being trained data.
So AI doesn't have feeling or consciousness.
Right. AI can give us accurate answer, but it does have emotion or moral values. That's why humans still need to play a role in overseeing how AI is used.
Speaking of using AI, what do you usually use it for?
I mostly use it to help me understand complication topic or to get things explained in simplest terms. Sometimes I also use it to brainstorm presentation ideas, but I still read books and journal to make sure my information is reliable.
Same here. AI is a great as a study companion, but the final result should still come from our own understanding, not just copying answer. So, do you think AI makes students smarter or actually lazier?
I think it depends on how you use it. If you use it to understand material or fill in detail reference, that's a good thing. But if you only use it to copy answer with really things, it just makes you use more passive.
Totally agree. So the problem isn't AI itself, it's how we use it.
Exactly, AI should support the learning process, not replace it.
Besides the dependency issue, are there other risks we should be aware of with AI?
Yeah, one of them is data privacy. Sometimes we don't even realize how much personal information we're sharing with AI. So it's important to be careful about what kind of data we share.
That's a good point. It's some things people often overlook. Okay, one last question before we move on. Where does all the data I learned from exactly actually come from?
From the internet, I learned from massive amount of data stored on server all over the world. So why the internet all capabilities will be external limited.
Well, so it's really hard to talk about AI without talking about the internet. Alright, let's move on to our second topic, the internet.
Thanks, Fauzia. Now it's my turn to host our second topic. Let me start with a simple question. Imagine you wake up tomorrow and the internet is completely down for 24 hours. No WhatsApp, no Google, nothing. What do you think would change the most?
Oh, I totally panic. Almost everything I do, checking my class schedule, submitting assignment, looking up journal reference, all of it depends on the internet.
Sam, the internet is kind of like electricity, right? We only realize how important it is once it's gone.
Exactly.
So, in simple terms, what exactly is the internet?
The internet is a network of computers connected all around the world. Through it, billions of devices can exchange data within seconds.
So, it's not just about social media.
Right. That's a really common misunderstanding. The internet is so much broader than that. It's the foundation for email, video calls, cold storage, e-commerce, and even AI.
Asta then, what do you think it is the most noticeable benefit of the internet?
For me, it's how easy it makes accessing information. We used to have to go to the library to find books. Now we can access international journal or learning video just through the internet.
We touched on this earlier, but how exactly are AI and the internet connection?
Mm, The internet provides access to data, and AI uses that data to learn and generate answers. So you could say the internet is like the road that connect AI to information.
But the internet definitely has its downside too. What do you think is the biggest challenge for internet users today?
There are a few. The most common one is the spread of fake news. Also that cyberbullying and social media addiction.
I agree. And I think the biggest challenge is actually feeling real information apart from fake information.
Exactly. That's why we need to build stronger digital literacy. Don't believe everything you see right away. Always check the source first.
Besides digital literacy, do you have any other tips for staying safe online?
Sure. Things like avoiding suspicious links, using strong password, and keeping your apps updates so your security stays protected.
Great tip for all of you. So, do you think people today are starting to rely too much on technology?
I think so, yeah. Mm, for example, a lot of people use AI for assignment without even trying to understand the material first. But I don't think the problem is the technology itself, it's how we use it.
Totally agree. So, looking ahead, how do you think AI, the internet, will develop over the next 5 to 10 years?
Hmm, I believe AI will become part of even more fields healthcare, education, transportation, you name it. The internet will also get faster, especially with technology like the Internet of Things, but all of that needs to go hand in hand with better digital literacy.
If you could give one message to the student listening to this podcast, what will it be?
I say don't be afraid of technology. Use AI to support your learning, not to replace your effort. Use the internet to seek knowledge, not use entertainment. And most importantly, stay a critical and responsible technology user.
We've already reached the end of our podcast. Today we learned that AI and the internet bring incredible benefit, but they also come with responsibilities we need to hold as users.
Exactly. Technology can be incredible and helpful when used wisely, but it can also be risky if we're not aware and responsible.
Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with on closing thought. Artificial intelligence can help you think faster and the internet can connect us with the world. But only humans can decide how technology should be used.
I completely agree with that because in the end, technology isn't a replacement for humans. It's a partner that helps us become better.
Thanks for joining me in this conversation today, and thank you all so much for listening until the end. I'm Shafira Cahyani.
And I'm Fauzia Ramadhani.
See you in our next podcast. Thank you.